Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream. Here we are back with 9-9, episode 1, Miyako Kujo. So hopefully I've gotten the window so that it won't keep like flickering and just freezing on me, because that's what was happening last time. I don't think I lost too much of the story, but you know, hopefully this will work. Let's get back to it. Right, first things first, I didn't get my water. Just give us a sec, guys. I mean, it may be winter time now, but, well, nearly winter time, but doesn't mean I don't need water. Whew. I'm back home. Looking forward to taking a load off. I walk through the kitchen, open the door, and... of course, the little sister's here. God damn it, Sora. Why are you here? I said you stay at home. Sora is lounging on my bed. Gee, how thoughtful of her to hide her shoes where I wouldn't see them, so I'd be more surprised to find her. I do wonder about that, though. I really do. Speaking like it's your house and not mine. Well, my apartment. How did you even get in here? When did she get a specky? I didn't give you that. I don't think that's actually what's happened. Alright. Damn you, Dad. I thought you... oh, I guess they do dote on their daughter. That's why they kicked the son out when the daughter wanted her own space. Man, to be the less desired child, eh? Well, yeah, of course he is. Boy, does he ever spoil you rotten. I stifle a sigh and throw my bag on the bed. Oh yeah, she's on the bed. You're a trespasser as far as he's concerned, Sora. It didn't even hit you. Yeah, so don't complain, okay? Why are you here? You had to take his room, and now you want to take his apartment as well now? Is that what's happening here? I'm not letting you bring your stuff, nor are you living with me. Wow, with parents that spoil you rotten, why would you want to leave? Go home. Damn it. You eat, you go home. Deal? Unfortunately, he is not the type of person to have food at home. You learned how to cook? Look, beat it already. Wow. That's a way of saying it. Making fun of the brand you're imitating, eh? Hi. I'm gonna change, so give me a minute. On what? I don't have any multiplayer games. Oh my god. I'd be so pissed off. Seriously, get your ass out of here. She's like devil spawn. Rolled up in an adorable package. Wow, she likes exposing that midriff, doesn't she? I only just noticed that. I can't believe you made me foot the bill. Is it really that surprising? She always gets her way. No. No, I don't think that's how that works. I think you meant an outrageous freeloader. Beat it already.
はいはい、帰りますよ。あ、今日定期忘れたから切符買わなきゃ。
Oh, but wait, you don't have your wallet, do you? You had your wallet this whole time?
じゃあねー。
Ksa! What a little demon. She waves her hand and vanishes into the station. I'm beat, dead on my feet even. Time to go home, I murmur to myself, turning around to head back. This must be when the after-school clubs start getting out. Really dark, isn't it? Unless it's in the winter time. I pass by a bunch of students in uniform. Now's probably the peak hour at 9 ball. And as soon as I think that... Oh? In a surprising coincidence, Kujo appears 10 feet away from me on her bike and then whizzes right past me. She seems to have noticed me as well as she slams on the brakes. Not only that, but she gets off and deliberately walks her bike back to me.
こんばんは。
Wow, she is a very sweet young lady, isn't she? Konbanwa. Hey, didn't you have work? As though suddenly embarrassed, she averts her eyes a bit and puts on a wry smile.
今日バイトの日じゃなかったの。
Oh, so she's free then. You got mixed up?
すごく恥ずかしかった。少しだけお手伝いしようと思ったんだけど、むしろ邪魔になっちゃったし。
Well, I guess if it's quiet, then there's really no need for too many people, isn't there? Is there? Too many cooks spoil the broth. Or too many waitresses spoil the atmosphere. Maybe that's the way you could say it. So you decided to head back home?
そうなの。あ、新見くんは今から？
Oh no, I ate somewhere else tonight. I'm heading home now.
いつも外食なの？
Yep. Pretty much. I can't cook to save my life.
ご両親、共働きとか？
About them. At it? Oh no, I actually live on my own.
そうだったのね。知らなかった。ちょっとごめんなさい。変な想像しちゃってた。
Pay it no mind. No, wait, did you get the impression I'm estranged from my family?
そこまでではないけれど、いつも一人だったから。
I mean, they just want to spoil their daughter. That's ultimately what it is. Much obliged for the concern. My family and I get along fine, though.
よかった。あ、ごめんなさい、制作しちゃって。
That your catchphrase? She's saying that a lot, isn't she? You apologize a lot.
そうかも。お母さんにあなたのごめんなさいは軽いってよく言われる。
I guess that's the life of a rich girl, isn't it? Gotta keep up appearances. You gotta make sure you don't disgrace the family name and all that. Well, I imagine saying it too heavily would be problematic too.
そうね。あ、ごめんなさい、引き止めちゃって。
There it is again.
あ
Dearie me. She's such a sweetheart, though. You can't blame her for that. She puts her hand over her mouth, covering a worried smile.
頑張って直してみる。
Yeah, you do that. See if you can do that. Nah, don't sweat it. Want me to walk you home? She's on a bike, dude.
ありがとう。自転車で20分くらいかかるし。
20 minutes away by bike is probably an hour away walking. Yikes, further than I thought. Why not use the train?
日々節約が我が家のモットーだから。
It's how the rich make sure they don't run out of money. Wow, not the motto I'd expect. I know, right? One of the big soda drink conglomerates. You'd think they'd have plenty of money to splash away.
よく言われる。じゃあ。
Catch you later.
ええ、さようなら。
She gives a little bow before getting back on her bike and pedaling off. It feels like, between today and yesterday, I'm suddenly talking a lot more with Kujo. Well, yeah, there's a certain... It feels like there's a thread of destiny that suddenly linked you together now. Sadly, getting your hopes up over nothing is all too common for a virgin like me. Time to head back. Oh, that hits home. I finally make it home. Thanks to Sora, my bed is a mess. All the manga she read without my permission is just lying around wherever she left them. She really gets on my nerves. Hmm? An unfamiliar object is resting beside my pillow. A plushie? Did Sora leave this here? Hang on a sec. Oh no, it's not, is it? I recognize this thing. There it is. It's the same one I found at the shrine. What is it doing here? Or maybe Sora just happens to have the same kind of doll and she left it here? No, that thing's way too unique. I don't think she had that. Maybe she's just harassing me, and she was behind both incidents. Oh, wouldn't put it past her, but something tells me that's not the case. Especially what we saw of it earlier. Last time, I should say. No, I'm probably overthinking things. No way would Sora even know about me finding that doll at the shrine last night. In that case, she just plain forgot her plushie here. Man, give me a break. Disappointed at how much I freaked myself out, I take the plushie and put it on top of my bookcase. Right, time to tidy up. Guess I'll clean this mess up and hop into the bath. Yeah, I always have a bath just before I stream. Makes me feel nice and clean. Well, I am nice and clean, ultimately, aren't I, when you have a bath? He's quite lucky to have a bath in an apartment. Uh-oh. I don't like it. What is that face? It's gross. Alright, it's April. It's April. Why is it so dark? Lunchtime. I take a bite of my mediocre sandwich from the cafeteria and engage in mediocre small talk with Yoichi. On a bench? Really? Of what? That really is the only thing you talk about, isn't it? To think he's so popular with the ladies, yet he's quite a bit of a pervert. Yeah, okay, whatever you say, Yoichi. Is liar Usotsuki? Liar. Yep. See? That is unnerving. Man, there goes the city again, wasting more money on dumb promotional crap. The city manages the park, don't they? Can't you just see them making a statue of a girl from the anime, trying to milk a little more out of the investment, even though the anime was a big flop? Oh, okay. There's a fancy school. It's like Academy City in the Tuaru series, isn't it? This city, it seems. Oh yeah? Kuho? That sounds very strange. Huh. That sounds very bad. That doesn't sound good at all. That could very easily be a real girl who got petrified. Are people actually talking about this? The only one who even cares about it is you, right?
別にそんなに話題にはなってないね。女子が話してて僕が詳しくって割って入った感じだね。
God damn it. And so, why did you bring up this statue that nobody cares about?
確認したくない？
Oh man, what goods? Oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. Check what goods?
ちゃんとパンツまで作ってあるのか。
God damn, he's such a pervert.
かけるたまにそういう目するよね。心底呆れてる目だよそれは。
I mean, how does a guy who's so popular with the ladies end up like this? So desperate. Such a horn dog. I should hope you've seen it before, seeing as I give you this look several times a day.
おかしいよかけるは。性欲ないの？ホモなの？
Wouldn't he be attracted to you if that was the case? What the? You dumbass! Don't just shout stuff like that!
ホモじゃないなら見に行こうよ。すごいらしいから。ほんと生きた人間をそのまま石にしちゃったみたいらしいから。
As I've suggested, might not be far from the truth at all.
芸術品としてもきっと価値のあるものだって見に行こうよ。ねね。
God damn it. Why are you so hell-bent on this? You can say what you want about art appreciation.
それ私も言っていい？
Huh? Why? Nah. Why would she want to know? We're both so shocked to see her cut into our conversation that our eyes go wide. Even all the girls who were eating with Kujo until a moment ago are looking on in shock.
九条さんも見たいの？パンツ。
I don't think that's it. God damn it. Knock it off.
ごめん冗談。石像見に行くだけだよ。公園の。
昨日まではなかったんでしょ？
Indeed, it is mighty suspicious.
そうみたい。
だとしたら早朝か深夜に運んだことになるでしょ？
Seems like she seems to have some knowledge of this.
ああそっか。そうだね。
Or maybe it's just circumstantial knowledge based on the facts.
それって変だなって。公園のモニュメントを市が作ったにしても設置するならお昼とか迷惑にならない時間にしないかなって。
She does bring up a very good point. It does seem rather unnatural to erect it during the middle of the night. Ah, interesting. Now that you mention it, it is kind of weird.
ね、不思議でしょ？
No question about it.
かけるも興味出てきた？
Well, yeah, I guess so. Now that she brings up this interesting, like, thing she wouldn't have thought about normally. Pains me to admit it, but yeah, I am. Basically, someone else must have put it there for their own reasons.
アートだよアート。反社会的な。シャッターにスプレーで落書きするあれと同じノリだよ。
I don't know, that doesn't really sound like something a statue represents, is it? Art, huh?
なんだか気になっちゃって不思議だなって。
Guess we're
一緒に行ってもいい？
Well, I guess the two has become three.
いいよ僕は。かけるもいいよね。
Why would I? That's a fine question considering I haven't agreed on going yet.
じゃあいいよ。九条さんと二人で行くよ。
No, I don't trust you with her. Good point. You can't be trusted. I'll have to come along. It'll be the three of us. I knew that was coming.
そっちの二人は？
Yoichi invites Kujo's friends along as well. They glance his way and shake their heads, looking dubious. I mean, if they've overheard our conversation, then they know you're just, you just have your own, like, ulterior motives for this.
おう、振られちゃった。
I say he's popular with girls, but apparently he's not in the dating them sort of way. They just think he's a cute baby face, really, I think. Well then, I guess it'll be the three of us going to inspect this so-called work of art.
ありがとう。じゃあ放課後に。
With a quick bow, Kujo returns to her seat.
びっくりした。僕九条さんとちゃんと話したの初めてかも。ガンガン話しかけてくるタイプなんだね。
She is in the waiting business, so being able to naturally insert herself into conversation might be natural to her. Apparently, we've been reading her all wrong. She might actually be surprisingly sociable.
仲良くなれそう。
Don't do anything stupid. If you do anything to Kujo, you can kiss your life in this town goodbye.
そんな大げさな。
She is the daughter to the richest man in town. You really think that's an exaggeration?
あ、お父さんコロナに勤めてる。
The Corona Group. Of course, the Corona Group. What an interesting name for a visual novel place. Including the times we're living in, eh? If she gets hurt, heads are gonna roll.
靴でも舐めといた方がいいかな。
God damn. You're the only one who'd enjoy that.
ベロッベロに舐めてべちゃべちゃにしたい。苦いとなおよし。
Oh my god. Oh, gross. I think I'm gonna be sick. Are you for real? I sigh and bite into my yakisoba sandwich. Listen, I just outright would not be his friend. Absolutely not. If that's the sort of attitude he has, then no, I wouldn't want it. That was strange. She was oddly serious. While I could always chalk it up to that overwhelming sense of responsibility of hers, something's bugging me. Well, it's probably no big deal.
ねえ、かける。もし僕がやらかしたら、かけるも一緒に九条さんの靴舐めようね。
God, get away from me, you freak. I ain't licking shit.
ごめんなさい。お待たせ。
Kujo arrives, leading her bike. Me, Yoichi, and Kujo. What an odd combination.
それじゃあ行こっか。
Yeah, whatever.
公園ってあっちの？
そうそう、10分もかからないくらいの。
Okay then.
カバンよかったらカゴに。
Oh wow, she's so sweet. Such a kind little lady. I've got to protect her from Kujo. I mean, I've got to protect her from Yoichi.
いいの？ありがとう。
新見くんも。
I'll be fine. Looks pretty full already.
じゃあハンドルにかける？
かけるだけにハンドルにかける？
Rude much? Haha, very funny.
ダジャレのつもりはなかったんだけど、ごめんなさい。
No need to apologize.
真面目だな、九条さん。九条だけに。
She has a huge, like, sense of responsibility. She feels it very heavily. I think it may be weighing her down in a sense.
九条だけに。
But being in the serving
九条
business,
だけに。
you know, putting others first is sort of what she's specialty, what she's good at. Don't take him seriously. This dimwit talks out of his butt about 90% of the time.
失礼だな。10割だよ。
Well, whatever you say, your words, not mine. Case in point.
僕たちのノリについてこられなくて、九条さんが引いてる。
Well, yeah, your nonsense is just weird. Just you and your nonsense, actually. Things are a little strange the whole way to the park. Yoichi natters on, and I respond half-heartedly. Kujo, in contrast, doesn't really speak. I don't think Yoichi is right about why she's gone quiet, though. She's not having trouble keeping up, rather, she's deep in thought. Something has her on edge. Could it be that paranormal phenomenon we talked about yesterday? Or maybe she has a clue about the statue. Well, either way, we'll know soon enough. Also, I'm glad I figured out that whole glitch with trying to just record the game window. I just had to record the window, not the actual full screen. That seems to be what was causing the glitch. But I'm glad it hasn't done anything yet. It's been half an hour. It's all good. Well, either way, we'll know soon enough.
あれかな
Yoichi points as we reach the park. Yikes, not what I expected. Wow, okay. That looks weird. Sorry, I need this game doesn't allow me to access the gallery straight away, so I literally have to do this for thumbnails on YouTube, sorry. And she's definitely an actual girl. There's absolutely no question about that. Look at her. She's been attacked by something. A realistic statue is sitting on the bench. A statue of a female student. And it is indeed wearing a familiar school uniform. The statue makes her look like a rather charming girl.
苦しそうな顔。
Yeah, that's exactly it. This is definitely not natural. She's not a statue someone's carved. Absolutely not. Definitely. It's shockingly detailed. Enough that even someone like me, who knows nothing about art, can tell. But in spite of that, there's no one else checking it out. Presumably because of how damn spooky it is. The girl is seated on the bench with a smartphone in her hand. The pose makes it look like she just sat here to take a quick break, but her face is anguished. The sight of a sweet-looking girl in apparent agony has probably been scaring off anybody curious enough to come check it out. I can almost feel the incredible terror she's experiencing.
考える人ならぬ苦しむ人みたいな
Rather tasteless joke, Yoichi. Why would they put something like this in the park? Shouldn't they keep stuff like this in, what do sculptors call their workplace? An atelier?
飾れない理由があるのかも。
師匠が俺を認めてくれないから世間に認めてもらうぜみたいな
Even if their goal was to make some waves, this is an outrageous amount of effort. Imagine how long this statue must have taken to make. It's clearly not been made though. I think we can all tell that.
だよねどうやって運んだんだろう自分でここまで来たのかな
Oh god, that's not far away from the truth at all. Well, it does like it could start moving at any moment.
っていうかいい匂いしそう胸とかも柔らかそう
No touching.
ここまで来たらセクハラの限りよってあれ
What's wrong?
ここ変じゃない
Which one are you talking about? Hey, I said no touching! Ignoring my warning, Yoichi fusses with the statue. I can't believe he's gonna cop a feel from a statue. What is this dude's deal? Maybe he can tell it's actually a real girl who's been petrified.
ほら見てよここ
Oh!
爪の部分。
There's a crack in it. That looks like an actual fingernail, doesn't it?
ここだけ石じゃないよ
Oh, jeez.
生爪
It absolutely looks like it. Hey, cut it out with the spooky stuff.
でもそれっぽくない本物の爪を貼り付けたみたい
Nah, that's not it. That's not it at all. It's a much worse thing. Putting real fingernails in such a lifelike statue. That's just messed up.
メッセージ性を感じますねここに本物の爪を使うことによって
Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Whoa. Yoichi brushes the nail and it falls right off. The statue's fingernail just fell off. Oh, the pain she's gonna feel when she wakes up, when she's unpetrified. The usual. Yeah, okay, that's totally usual. Okay. Yoichi whispers after several seconds of silence. For crying out loud. That's why I told you no touching.
どうしようどうしようどうしようやばいかなやばいよね怒られる捕まる僕捕まっちゃう
Calm down, Yoichi. It's not gonna be that bad. How would I know, dude? Ah, man, you sure screwed up this time.
どうしようどうしようボンドボンドでくっつけておけばいいよねごまかせるよね
Oh my god, the color's gone. It's gone dark.
待って。
ダメかなやっぱボンドじゃダメかな
It's bleeding. Oh, jeez.
指から
It's bleeding.
血が。
Oh god. Are it? I look at the statue's finger. Oh, God. Be glad she is petrified. That would be so painful. Are you freaking kidding me?
気のせいじゃない本当に血が出てるどうしてなんで
石像が出血するなんて。
Yeah. It's not she's so unlucky, but I guess in the way she is lucky, isn't she? People would just think she was just another statue, but she's real. She's absolutely real. Hey, hold on. Just calm down. Isn't it just ink?
でも血っぽいよすごく血っぽいよ
Maybe they just made something that looks like blood. Seriously, everyone needs to chill out. There's just no way that statues can bleed. I try to calm the others down while I pick up the fingernail that fell on the ground near the statue's feet. The underside is awfully raw looking. Almost like there's a portion of skin attached. The red drops on it look like dried blood too. Is this the sculptor's fingernail? Open your eyes, man. And the blood too. Maybe they drew some of their own blood and put it in the statue. Talk about denial. But that'd be insane. Eh? My thoughts stop upon hearing Kujo's murmur. What was that?
ごめんなさい。
All I get in response is an apology. She doesn't even try answering the question. I hope her imagination isn't running wild, connecting this with the paranormal phenomenon from before.
ねえこれどうしようどうする逃げる
This is a vicious prank. We can't just leave something like this here in the park.
警察に連絡した方がいいかも。
Exactly, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah. Let's do that.
やだよ怖いよ警察捕まっちゃうよ
Put it any way you want, Yoichi. This is a crime scene. You're being paranoid. Kujo, do you have work today?
あ、そうね。バイト。
Yoichi, you know 9-ball, right?
あはい知ってます
Walk Kujo over there for me. I'll talk to the police.
了解っす
でも。
You shouldn't let nonsense like this make you late for work. It's fine, just leave it to me. This is not nonsense, my dude. Absolutely not.
ほらほら九条さん行きましょう行きましょうここは男前のかけるに任せておけばいいから
Yeah, and cowardly Yoichi is eager to hightail it.
わかった。じゃあ。
And when I'm done, I'll stop by the cafe and report.
じゃあ僕はお茶飲みながら待ってるね行こう九条さん
Alright. The two of them depart, Yoichi with a spring in his step and Kujo looking unconvinced. I let out a sigh. A combination of simple annoyance at the situation and first-time jitters about making a police report has got me nervous all around. I backed myself into a corner here by trying to show off in front of Kujo. A bloody fingernail. A statue that bleeds. Well, I can't just walk away from this whole thing. I set the fingernail on the statue and pull out my phone. My heart is pounding like mad as I slowly dial 110 on my phone and call the police. They let me off the hook sooner than I was dreading. Honestly, they looked totally put out, like they were just going through the motions and trying to get out of there. Eventually, I made my way to the cafe, arriving as the sun was setting. Wow, what unattentive policemen they were. Come on, a bleeding statue, a fingernail that has skin on it and blood. I mean, surely they should realize there's a person trapped in that. Slightly exhausted, I open the door and enter. I love her in a maid outfit. Kujo calls out instantly, a practiced reaction. It only just occurred to me that I haven't actually changed the game I'm playing. That's definitely going to have confused people. Give me a sec, guys. I just need to sort this out because it's going to confuse people. See, this is what happens when you have a bath right before you stream. You lose, you forget to do stuff. Although unfortunately 99 doesn't have a thing on there. Once she realizes it's me, however, a hint of concern touches her business-like expression. All they did was ask for my school and contact info. Where's Yoichi? Is he hitting on girls? I track Kujo's eyes to discover Yoichi waving me down. I resettle my bag on my shoulder and head over to the table. Once I set down my bag and take a seat, Kujo comes over with a glass of water. Iyo, let me get a cola, please. Ever the professional. She gives a bow before going to the kitchen. We've talked a lot more now, but the distance between us hasn't really changed, I guess. Well, yeah, she's got to maintain a business-like persona in the business place of work. Yeah, it's a more natural cuteness, I think. She's got a different vibe from when she's at school, that's for sure. Nah, you're fine, mate. They didn't take it seriously. I told them that I was the one who ripped the fingernail off.
Kakeru!
Absolutely not. Hell no! Anyway, explaining was a pain in the ass. I told them that part. Said that I was with my friends, but one had to go to work, so only I stuck around. Nope. The cops came, but they looked like they didn't care. From their uniforms, I guess they were both neighborhood beat cops. No, absolutely not. Dunno. I will say, once they saw the fingernail and the blood, they looked a lot more serious. Alright, at least they did look serious. They asked for my name and a bunch of other stuff, and then they told me to scram. I spent longer waiting than talking to them.
塩対応だね。
It is what it is. I mean, being all friendly wouldn't have helped me either. Though I will say that something about the way they treated me like it was all my fault didn't sit right with me.
石像の制服ってさ、やっぱあの子のと一緒だよね。
Oh? Over the where?
ほら。
He jerks his chin a little, urging me to look behind me. Wow. Well, isn't she a cool beauty? Sitting at a table near the entrance is a short-haired girl wearing a Kuho Girls Academy uniform, just like the statue. I watch as she calmly digs her spoon into her dessert and takes a bite. Man, a dessert sounds nice right now. Sunday would be hit the spot just right. Oh, you mean the parfait queen?
はい。
She's a regular, so I see her pretty often, and whenever I do, she's always having a parfait. Excuse me. Hence the nickname.
へえ。かわいいなあの子。声かけてみよっかな。
She strikes me as someone who'd shoot you down straight away, dude. I would not do it. Uh-huh. Knock her dead.
ごめん、そんな勇気ない。
He's a pussy. Well, we already know that, don't we? Figured as much.
お待たせしました。
She silently places the soda and a straw on the table. Normally, this would be where Kujo would offer a bow and walk away, but instead she holds the tray to her chest and stands there for a moment.
新見くん、
Don't worry, you'll get your update. Yeah?
リングってやってる？
Ling? What? Oh, that's some sort of a messaging app, I take it. I have it on my phone.
よかったら、これ、私の ID。
Wow. Getting her ID, man. Things are progressing rather quickly, don't you think? She sets a scrap of paper next to my glass.
バイト終わった後にお話できないかな。警察とのやりとり、詳しく教えてもらいたくて。
No problem, Kujo. Of course, though there isn't much to talk about.
それでもいいの。ちょっとでもいいから知りたくて。
When does your shift end?
今日は8時まで。
Okay then, I'll message you around 9.
ありがとう。お手数おかけします。
Now, don't you forget, mister. She gives me a deep bow by way of thanks and goes off to greet a customer who entered the cafe. Oh shit, I just got a girl's number. You did, you sly dog, you.
見せてよ。
Hey, she didn't give it you. Not a chance.
見せてよ。
No. No, you gotta get it from her, man. Yada.
見せろ。
Hell no, dude! I carefully tuck the note away in my pocket so that Yoichi doesn't steal it from me.
あ、くそ。見せてよ。僕も九条さんとリングでお話ししたい。
You know what? Ask her yourself. Man, there's nothing like a tasty beverage after getting a girl's digits.
そう。ちくしょ
Oh, man. Ignoring Yoichi's bitter tears, I wet my whistle with some sweet, sweet cola. A hair clip that follows you around. A statue that bleeds. All this occult stuff is kind of freaky, but it's also helping Kujo and me grow closer. So I've got mixed feelings about the whole thing. But this is a very serious matter. Honestly, it's enough to make me have the idiotic thought, gee, I sure do hope something else happens. Oh, don't do that.
ねえ、かける。
Hmm?
最初の2文字教えて。
Piss off.
1文字。
Man, this is one tasty beverage.
くっそー
Yeah, we're totally disturbing her here. Yep, she's definitely not a girl you want to mess with. At it? What's up?
クイーンに睨まれた。
Well, yeah, you're being noisy. You're making her parfait taste nasty. No surprise with the way you're shouting.
だってカケルが九条さんの ID 教えてくれないから。
You know, this beverage is so tasty, I should get another. Man, I actually thought she'd come over and just smack him upside the head. I kill some time with Yoichi, eat dinner while I'm at it, and, when I'm done, I head back home. I boot up my computer, waiting for the familiar startup sound.
待ってたのに何寄り道してんだよ、ニーヤのバカ!
What the? But I'm instead greeted by a delightful new recording. I immediately go into the settings and revert it. Wow, she's really a prankster, isn't she? This virus I've picked up seems awfully persistent. Might be a good idea to change the locks on my place. I'm actually not joking. I begin to looking up locksmiths online. One thing leads to another, and I end up surfing the web for a while. It's 5 till 9. I step away from my computer and fidget with my phone. Sending a message at exactly 9 would probably be coming on too strong, or at least be a little off-putting. Ugh, fretting about this is stressing me out. Aren't you just literally just sharing your news? When would it matter? Why would it matter? I end up sending the message at 9:03. Maybe Kujo has been waiting this whole time since I get a reply right away. Thank you very much for the message. It's me, Kujo. It's a modest, reserved, and somewhat formal message. However, I'm antisocial and hardly have any friends who are girls. Nah, who am I trying to fool? I don't have a single one. At any rate, even a tepid conversation with a girl is a thing of joy to me. I'm grinning like an idiot. I must never let Sora or Yoichi see me like this. Trying to keep my enthusiasm in check, I do my level best to prepare a cool and composed reply. What did you want to talk about? I reply. Not even a minute later, Kujo zips back a reply. How did the authorities react? The authorities? Yikes, talk about stuffy. It's one thing to be a little uptight in person, but even on a chat app? I try not to pay it any mind, refocusing myself, and tell her the same thing I told Yoichi. I detoured by the park on the way back home, but the statue was no longer there. Did they collect it? I type what I muttered and reply. It would appear so. Perhaps the police investigation will shed some light. I'm not so sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is the kind of mischief that would terrify little kids, so I'm hoping they find the culprit. But this is just a hypothesis. But it's possible that statue was actually once a human being. Hmm? She says it's just a hypothesis, but the message seems strangely confident. Slightly at a loss of how I should answer her, I sit there with my fingers hovering over the screen. If that girl had once been an actual person, it would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? How could a person be turned into a stone statue? Like, encasing them in cement? That'd make this some bizarro murder case. Well, I'm glad you finally caught on. This could very well be a murder case. It is a crime scene you were at, you know. If that's what's going on, there'll be a huge uproar. It also means Shiro Mitsugawa's name will get dragged through the mud yet again. That's kind of a bummer, to say the least. But that's not the kind of tongue-in-cheek response Kujo is likely after. I guess she really is into all that occult stuff, huh? I've never really bought into it much myself. I'm sorry, I was only joking. Perhaps sensing the bewilderment behind my hesitance to respond, Kujo follows up with that. She's such a kind, considerate young lady. A little flustered by her apology, I tried to give a non-committal reply. You know, a lot of strange things sure have been going down lately. I tried turning the conversation to the hair clip. But maybe she's realized that talking about the occult isn't going to help the conversation along, since she sends me back another curt message. I'm fine, thank you. We exchange some idle chit-chat until Kujo wishes me goodnight, signaling an end to our talk. I put my phone on sleep mode, set it next to my computer, and sprawl out on my bed, when something catches my eye. There it is. Still there. That mysterious plushie. That reminds me, I never did check with Sora whether this was hers. I reach out and grab it by its, torso? Head? Anyway, I grab it and pull it over. It's oddly heavy, unsettlingly warm too. Maybe like the stone statue, this thing's insides are also alive. I try fiddling with the zipper running down the length of its face, but it doesn't budge. Just for decoration, huh? This is dumb. I mutter to myself, setting down the plushie and getting to my feet. But if it's unusually warm, that means it's alive. We've had a huge earthquake, a broken sacred relic, a cursed hair clip, and now a human petrification. I'm afraid to see what happens next. Time for a bath, I think. Scratching the back of my head, I make my way to the bath. Man, what will happen next? Find out tomorrow. Nah, we still got half an hour left, don't worry. I wake up a few seconds before my alarm and stop it as soon as it rings. I kick off my comforter and get up. Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I stumble to the bathroom. After heeding nature's call, I brush my teeth and wash my face. I grab a jelly drink from the fridge and walk over to my PC. After it boots up, I begin checking the daily news sites while changing into my uniform. Are? I grunted absent-mindedly. Missing girl discovered as statue. Oh shit! This headline doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. Have you not been following this whole thing? I continue reading the article. She was last seen on the night of the 18th at the cram school she attended. She never returned home, and late at night, as her parents grew increasingly concerned, they contacted the authorities. A citizen subsequently reported encountering an unusual statue in a local park. That's me. And police investigation uncovered that the object in question was not in fact a statue at all. The girl's belongings were found inside the petrified bag, and data was recovered from the petrified cell phone memory. Several other pivotal factors further confirm the identity of the statue as the girl herself. How her skin was turned to stone is still unknown. God damn, this is dark. I go through several news sites, checking the facts at each one, but they're all completely consistent. You can't be serious. This is just a hypothesis, but it's possible that statue was actually once a human being. And as you can tell, Kujo knows. She's definitely more deeply involved in this than she lets on. Kujo's message from the night before pops into my mind. It can't be. What she was afraid of turned out to be true? No, the truth is undeniable now. That was no statue. It was a person. The fingernail wasn't some prop set up by a sculptor for an elaborate prank. It was the girl's actual fingernail. The blood was real, and her skin was turned to stone. Which means, under the stone was once flesh and warm blood. I checked my timeline on Twitter. Why would you call it Twitter? That sounds so rude. You should call it Tweeter or something. A strange disease is turning people to stone. You can smell a whiff of perverse delight running through the posts among the fear and consternation. Of course, there's always going to be those types of people. One theory claims it's a virus from outer space, and it's crazy how many people are actually standing up for that view. A handful of locals, or just people who know a lot more about town, are even drawing connections to that lousy anime. Apparently there's a monster in it that turns people into stone. Is there now? That's an interesting little tidbit. That faction is claiming that the earthquake awakened the monster, and that's what's responsible for turning the girl to stone. I mean, it makes sense, in a sense, doesn't it? Until someone deals with the monster, this mystery disease isn't going away, or so they say. This is nuts. But I can't say with complete confidence that they're wrong, and that's frustrating. Someone was turned to stone. That's crazy in and of itself, and yet I saw it with my own eyes. The virus from outer space, the mysterious monster, bizarre as they sound, one of them might even be right. Exactly, and that's partly the bizarre thing about it. This is getting weird. With a mutter, I dismissed the whole situation as someone else's problem and closed my laptop. Oh, but you discovered the body, you discovered that it was a person. I'm afraid you're well and truly in deep shit. First, Kujo's paranormal phenomenon. Now a disease turning people to stone. And from the way Kujo's been acting, I'm starting to think there's some sort of link between the two. What was it Kujo said again? Something about a curse? She said that when the sacred relic broke, it brought down disaster upon Shiro Mitsugawa. There's no way, right?
いいえ、その通り。正解よ。
What the? Who said that? Eh? I hear an unfamiliar girl's voice, prompting me to turn around so fast you can practically hear the whoosh. Nothing. No one is there. Of course no one's there. This is my apartment. I'm the only one who should be here. But there is a plush, isn't there? Was that you, Sora? Is this some kind of trick? Oi! No response. Am I imagining things? Hearing things? Or maybe I'm the victim of a paranormal phenomenon of my own. Damn it, this is dumb. How stupid am I? I tried to shame myself into acting tougher after getting spooked by the voice. I gulped down my jelly drink while roughly scratching my head. Unable to completely shake off the feeling of dread, I quickly finished getting ready for the day while constantly checking over my shoulder. I then made my way to school earlier than usual. I mean, if you heard a voice, you'd be self-conscious, wouldn't you? Boom. Of course it was the plush.
そろそろと思ったけれど。
Oh god, what's happening?
もう少し様子を見た方が良さそうね。
Okay. I guess the plush is going to do that. Nothing from class is sticking, even more so than usual. Yoichi started chattering away at me the moment I walked into the classroom. And Sora, not knowing that I left early, waited for me until she was almost late for school. So you can add guilt over that to my list of concerns. You could have called your sister and let her know you'd gone early. Jeez. During lunch, the case of the petrified girl ends up being the talk of the school. Kujo looks more tense than usual too. Also, the more I remember it, the less confident I feel that the voice I heard was just my ears playing tricks on me. No way am I crazy enough to hear a voice so crystal clear like that. So then, what did I hear? And for that matter, what's the deal with that plushie that just appeared in my room one day? Is it some cursed toy? Or maybe an artifact spirit that brings good luck? No, it's going to drag you into the world of the occult and the paranormal. I heave a brief sigh and collapse on my desk. Maybe I should try talking to Miss Naruse about it. Or maybe I could bring it up with Kujo. Like, you know, I'm having a run-in with the paranormal too, or something. I bet it'd make a great conversation starter. That kind of wishful thinking is the only thing keeping me from being totally down in the dumps. God, I'm so pathetic. At the sound of the bell, we stand and bow. That's the last morning class. Maybe my mood will improve a little after I eat some lunch and fill my belly. Oh crap.
Kakeru-kun, ランチの時間よ。
Yoichi comes over to my desk with a convenience store bag in hand.
どうしたの？食べないの？
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to be hungry at a time like this. I am indeed hungry. Problem is, I don't have a lunch.
え、買ってないの？
Nope, a little bit too preoccupied. I forgot to pick something up this morning. I'll have to stop by the cafe.
じゃあ僕も行こう。
You can start eating without me, you know.
一人で食べたくないし、ジュース買うから一緒に。
I mean, credit to the guy, at least he's loyal-ish.
なに
Is that the fire drill? Yep, out of nowhere, the fire alarm goes off, a shrill blaring sound.
なに？避難訓練？
Normally they'd have announced it beforehand, if so.
なんでそんな冷静なの？男前で濡れちゃうんだけど。
I'm totally freaking out, dude. You're the one acting like it's no big deal.
てかどうしよう。避難した方がいいの？去年あったよね。誰かがいたずらで押したこと。
Hey, when the fire alarm goes off, you should obey it. Oh yeah. Anyway, we should probably just sit tight until Miss Naruse or someone comes to... Are they? My phone vibrates, so I pull it out of my pocket and check it. Sora's calling me? She texts me constantly, but she hardly ever calls.
どったの？
My sister's calling me.
紹介して。
Now is not the time, Yoichi! Get bent! I cut Yoichi down to size before answering the call. Yeah, hell... Oh god, what happened? Sora's shriek pierces my ear and cuts me off mid-hello. I blink, suddenly serious. Sora only calls me Oni-chan when she really needs my help. Oh jeez. What's wrong? What the hell? They what? They set it on fire on purpose? I find myself yelling that question. All eyes turn to me and the classroom works itself up into a frenzy, but I can't be bothered to worry about that. How the hell did that happen? Can you get out? Oh shit, no. What about the window? Oh jeez. Shiksha! Every exit is sealed off. It's not a drill, so the fire engine should be coming any moment now. Don't hang up! Stay on the line! Which class is yours? Hang on! I'm coming! I slip my phone in my pocket, leaving the call live.
なんかやばい雰囲気を感じたんだけど。
Oh yeah, there's an actual fire. Why is no one evacuating though? Come on! It's a real fire! The first floor is on fire!
どうすれば？
Get the fuck out! I can't afford to stand around and deal with Yoichi's panicking. I dash out into the hall. What am I going to do? Even if I go to the first floor, what can I even do? Gotta fill a bucket with water. No. Kujo seems to have followed me for some reason. I really can't spare the time to talk to her. My sister told me her classmate started it. That's a good question. She never elaborated that, but I guess she was in a bit too much of a panic to elaborate further. I have no clue. Sorry, can we talk later? I pull a fire extinguisher from its storage container and rush towards the stairs. Kujo follows. It's dangerous! Wait in the classroom! Fair enough, I guess. My sister couldn't get away in time!
力になれるかもしれない。
Really? It's useless arguing with her, so we rush down the stairs. Oh shit. What the hell?
何これ。
It's a sea of flames. The first floor is a sea of flames. But there's something strange about them. The windows, walls, and floors are burning up, yet I don't feel any heat. There's no smoke coming from the flames either. So it wouldn't have triggered the fire alarm, so that means the sprinklers wouldn't go off. I can only tell they're hot by moving right up next to them. Supernatural fire. There's something peculiar about the way the fire is burning too. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like they're not burning any material. They're just there. In any case, it's a bizarre sight. A bunch of students are crowded together watching it from a distance. This is no time to stand around gawking! I'm chastising myself as well as the others. I'm no better than them right now. I pull out the pin of the extinguisher, point the nozzle at the blaze and squeeze down the lever. Nice effects. A white mist engulfs the area 10 feet in front. The can runs dry in a mere 10 or 15 seconds and I realise how pathetically short it lasted. However, what makes my blood run colder is that that is... No way! It didn't do anything! The flames are still burning, unaffected. I finally understand why the students and teachers nearby are just standing there in confusion. The flames don't just look abnormal. Did someone spill some kind of chemical? I'm not going to resolve this by thinking about it. I'll try another extinguisher. If one full extinguisher isn't enough, then I'll use up as many as it takes.
待って。
I walk towards the storage box, but Kujo grabs my arm. Now what?
無駄だと思う。別の方法で火を消さないと。
Well, okay, Miyako, I'm all ears. Like what? I'm panicking so much that I snap at her. Kujo, on the other hand, is trying her best to be composed as she reasons with me.
ニンニクが言うぞ。
A what? Are A what?
分かった。説明は後でするから。ここは私に任せて。
Oh, okay. Whoa, hold on. What do you mean leave this to you? What do you plan on doing?
火をつけた人を見つける。
You're just literally gonna walk through flames? And then what?
見つかったら多分消せる。私なら。
Okay. I don't understand what she could possibly mean. But her firm gaze is reassuring. There's something in it that makes me want to believe in her. Do you really mean it?
確約はできないけど、やってみせる。
Do what you have to do, Kujo. Just save my sister. Sora! I take out my phone and shout her name. Is the arsonist still nearby?
なんか奇跡聞こえる。怖くて外出らんない。
Okay, just hold tight. Kujo, they're in Class D. They'll be the one groaning and shouting.
D 組ね。分かった。
I'll go first. Kujo, you're behind me.
でも。
No time to argue. I take off my blazer and fan away the flames. Maybe I can't put them out, but they at least flicker to the side at a moment. Still no smoke, and despite the sea of flames, there are a lot of safe areas. We can make it through. Ikuzo! Keeping an eye out for patches of hallway that aren't ablaze, I dash through, carving my path by brushing the flames aside with my blazer. Completely avoiding the flames proves difficult, and they occasionally lick at my arms and legs. I'm getting flashbacks to when I used to cook for myself. The pain is about as bad as when I accidentally touched the hot frying pan. However, neither my blazer nor any part of me that flames touch actually catches fire. Well, isn't that a mercy? Admittedly, I've never seen a real fire on this scale, so I don't know exactly what it acts like, but this is definitely strange.
Yamero! Yamero yo!
The onlookers go silent as an unsettling scream echoes through the hall. There, in the center of a cylindrical wall of flames, a boy is thrashing around, head and arms flailing unnaturally as he rages.
あの人ね。
It does seem to be. Definitely. What now?
10メートルまで近づかないと。
Okay. 30 feet? That's way too close!
分かってるけど、試したらそれが限界だったの。
Last you tried, eh? You're not making any sense. You better tell me why we're doing all this later. I brush more flames aside with my blazer as we close the distance.
俺の力が
Another scream. Maybe he's feeling the flame of the flames then. A pillar of fire erupts from the ceiling. The flames wreathe around the student and grow as he cries out. I can't get any closer! Damn, the front of Class D's room looks like the gates of hell itself.
力が勝手に
Shit, it's too hot! Shaw, what the hell's up with this guy?
やっぱりユーザーだ、あの人。
What the hell's a user?
後で話すから。ありがとう。やっと射程距離に入った。
Okay. What, going to unleash your supernatural powers or something? Or your superpowers?
その通り。
Whoa. Wait, Nani? Whoa. Nice, this is great. That's a much better thumbnail. Kujo extends her left hand.
強烈な盗人の力。せめて世のため人のために。
She's muttering something under her breath. Don't tell me it's some sort of incantation. But maybe that's exactly what it is. A pattern? No, an emblem. What the hell is that? I don't know. A mysterious glowing blue symbol appears on the back of Kujo's hand. You know, just to be sure. Gives me a choice. Kujo, what is that?
後で話すから。どれ？あの人を狂気に走らせたのは。
Kujo hesitates, her glowing left hand still outstretched toward the male student. I don't have the foggiest idea what she's doing. I'm fully occupied waving my blazer around, pushing the flames aside so they don't engulf Kujo. Of course, between me wildly waving around my jacket and Kujo's light shirt, we're bound to draw attention no matter how crazy this guy is, and he turns our way.
なんだよ来るんじゃねえあっち行ってろ
Just let us save you, you damn crazy man. Man student. Kujo! The flames rush at us like a tsunami, and I instinctively shield Kujo from them. The flames pass over us and scatter to the floor and walls. Ah!
ニミ君大丈夫？
I'm fine. Are you okay, Kujo?
ごめんなさい。ありがとう。大丈夫。
When he waved his arm, the flames came at us. It's like he's controlling the flames himself.
多分そうだと思う。
Man, it really is like Academy City, isn't it? Espers and all that stuff. You're saying he has superpowers too?
今はそういう解釈でいい。
Boy, I was hoping you'd say I had the wrong idea.
逃げちゃう。射程の外に。
I look over my shoulder to see the guy stepping back, still screaming. From the look in his eyes, he's totally lost it. And there's a glowing symbol on his face. Just like the one on Kujo's hand. So, superpowers. You said 30 feet, right?
ええ
I'll hold him down. The rest is up to you.
新見くん
I ignore her and charge headlong at him. If this were a manga, I'd be shouting courageously while I do it, but instead I'd just say if I weren't grinding my teeth together right now, I'd be crying like a little bitch from the pain. So I shout out my war cry in my head. Ah! The unnatural flames burn me everywhere. Intense pain assaults me, this sensation of being seared alive. And yet my clothes don't catch fire. Therefore, these flames have to be fakes. Meaning the pain is an illusion too. A gout of flame fries at me. I plunge straight through it, grabbing onto the student. Calm down, we're gonna help you. I pin him to the ground. My phone falls from my pocket and hits the floor, and I hear Sora's voice coming from it. She can probably see me from the classroom. Hang on, Sora. Leave it to me. Or rather, leave it to her. Kujo!
新見くんあなたのこと尊敬する
I know, right? He's very brave. Not many people could do that. With a line that would make me blush under ordinary circumstances, Kujo extends her left hand once more. The symbol on her hand is the same as this guy's. Wait, actually, the design is different. Is it some sort of counter to his power to control flame? Speaking of which... Yach! Hold still, you! Kujo, what's the holdup?
ごめんなさい何かその人が身につけているものを
Okay. What is it you need to find? And then what?
身につけているもの多分アクセサリー髪飾りみたいな視界に入らないとダメなの
Oh, right, so that's what her hair accessory must be then. It must be her psychic powers. I still don't get what the hell's going on! Demo! Kasa! Stop thrashing! Shut up and hold still! Giving in to my anger, I slug the guy in the face. His head hits the floor and bounces off with a dull thud, and after a groan he stops flailing around. Wow, you just knocked him out. Oh shit, did I kill him? I panic for an instant before the burning pain brings me back to what I need to do. Gotta find the jewelry! She said a hair clip? But a dude wouldn't be wearing that. Where could it be, damn it?
首からぶら下げているやつよ銀の十字架
That voice again! Now's not the time to worry about who it is. Gotta trust him! I flip the unconscious guy over onto his back. There it is! A silver cross! I grab it and yank at the thin chain with all my might, hoisting it up. Kujo! This is it!
ありがとうお願い成功して
You can do it, Kujo. We believe in you! She closes her glowing left hand into a fist. I feel an odd discomfort for a split second. In the palm of my hand. It's like the thing that should be clenched in my fist disappeared.
できた
Whew! The cross that was in my hand has appeared in Kujo's. What on earth?
すぐにその男から離れなさい
That voice again? I instinctively follow its advice, jumping back and putting some distance between myself and the boy. And then it happens. Well, he recovered quickly. He should still be unconscious, but the student's eyes pop open, and he screams as he scratches at the symbol on his face. The flames near him, no, every flame throughout the hallway suddenly quivers and goes flying straight at him. A hail of arrows and spears of fire. A tempest of flame. Kujo gasps. I wanted to cover her, but I couldn't get to her in time. I hit the deck as a vortex of flame engulfs the boy. I can only watch in horror. Oh, jeez. I guess he's dead. A death cry. It fades off into the distance, along with the flames. It's almost as if nothing ever happened. The flames vanish as quickly as bubble bursting, leaving not a trace behind. What the hell was that? I'm sorry, dude. It doesn't look like we were able to save you after all. I don't know why Kujo said my name, but I reply anyway as I get up to examine the fallen student. We can only hope. Probably. The boy's eyes are rolled back into his head, and he's foaming at the mouth. He's curled up in the fetal position, his fists balled up near his chin, twitching and convulsing. Well, it's a good job he's alive then, isn't it? The symbol on his cheek is gone. His clothes are fine. Not a burn on him. It seems the same goes for Kujo and myself. Despite running through that sea of fire, we're unscathed. Kujo collects both the blazer and the cell phone I dropped earlier and hands them to me. I give her my thanks and take them. After what we went through, I have no choice but to admit it. He was using some superpower that let him control flames. Well, of course now the emergency services arrive. The fire engine's finally getting here, huh? We should get away from... Eat it! I take a powerful shot to the gut. Sora glomps onto me, wrapping both arms around my waist. I look up to see all the trapped students starting to evacuate. Several of them are shaken up and crying, while others are silent, surveying the area with mouths agape in confusion. To them, the fire just vanished of its own accord. Everything's okay now. I set my hand on Sora's head and stroke her hair. Kujo watches us with a smile. This is kinda embarrassing. No problem. I still have no idea what just happened, nor do I know why you're thanking me. You'd better explain it all to me later. Nice, thank you. Her tone is a tad stiff. Kujo pulls her gaze away from us and turns around. I follow her stare as I try to calm Sora down. She's watching the evacuating students. The teachers are barking instructions. You know, they've got some nerve considering they stood there as slack-jawed as everyone else. I know, right? I absent-mindedly chastise them to myself. Alright, guys. Seems like as good a time as any to save. So yeah, okay. Now you actually know it's a supernatural show with superpowers and everything. I imagine it's going to be very entertaining, however long this episode is. So with that said, guys, thank you very much for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure having you here. And I guess I'll see you next time. So enjoy your night, everybody, or your day, depending on where you live. And I'll see you on Saturday for some more games. Take care, have a good night, good day, and all that good stuff.